In an unprecedented case of escalation in the Israel-Hezbollah war, Israel has allegedly mounted an intel-based attack on Hezbollah operatives in Lebanon. Thousands of pagers belonging to members of the armed group exploded simultaneously across Lebanon. The explosion started late afternoon on September 17 and lasted for almost an hour. So far, 9 people have been killed and nearly 3,000 have been reported to be injured. Amongst those killed are 9-year-old Fatima Jafar Abdullah, daughter of a Hezbollah member, and Mohammad Mehdi Ammar, the son of Hezbollah parliament member Ali Ammar. First, let's look at what a pager really is. Pagers are communication devices used predominantly during the 1980s and 90s to send and receive alphanumeric texts. While they have largely been replaced by mobile phones in the public sphere, some sectors like the military, hospitals and schools still use them. And they continue to be manufactured across the globe. It has been reported that those that blew up in Lebanon, however, were manufactured by the Gold Apollo company in Taiwan and were delivered recently to Beirut. Reports suggest that Hezbollah decided to use pagers due to advantages of reliability, privacy and security often associated with them. However, not only was this not helpful for them, pager use across Lebanon provided an intel method to identify Hezbollah members. Commenting on how the attack came about, Ankit Kumar from India Today's Austin team added that the supply chain structure for the procurement of the pagers may have played an important role in the attack, indicating long-term planning and execution by the perpetrators.
Now, there is one very popular theory that is going around, that this must be some kind of a cyber hack, right? Somebody sitting in Israel
Yeah.
must have pressed some
I
button,
have
and
said that too.
by some magic things started to explode, right? That
Hmm.
theory at this point is highly unlikely, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
had
Okay.
it been had it been your smartphone, right, that
Hmm.
would have made that job. Probably, I'm not saying it was practical, but probably in theory possible that
Hmm.
a hack of this magnitude could have been
Hmm.
done by pressing a single button without actually interfering with the hardware of the device, right? In this case, in this case, it's not a digital device, it's a very analog kind of a device. It works on radio signals, it works on very old electronic technology. It's not a new data driven smart device where you can configure the software, you can change the software, right? So that probability is highly unlikely. The most plausible theory that we are hearing is that somehow Israel had this intelligence that Hezbollah operatives, or at least key Hezbollah operatives, were using this device, which was being procured from Taiwan. It must be going through different channels and using, I think, that is what we are believing, using ground intelligence, including using human intelligence. They must have been able to do some kind of hardware change, must have been able to
My
do
God. Okay.
some tweak.
Ankit.
While there are several theories about how the pagers really exploded, including physical tampering with the sets, hacking the radio network that pagers rely on, and an entirely remote attack, the exact reason and process of the explosion is still under investigation. Apart from killing and exposing its members, the attack, however, has effectively disabled Hezbollah's communications. More importantly, it has instilled substantial fear into the minds of Hezbollah members, as well as highlight the sophistication of Israel's intelligence and expertise in novel forms of attack. While there has been no official statement from Israel claiming role in the pager attacks, Hezbollah unequivocally attributes them to Israel and has promised prompt retaliation. Lebanese Information Minister Ziad Makri also condemned Israel. While Israel and Hezbollah have been engaged in small-scale confrontations along the border since the October 8 Hamas attack, the intensity of conflicts has been rising over time. On Tuesday, Israel announced that halting Hezbollah's attacks in northern Israel has now become a formal war objective. The Netanyahu government has been deliberating on military action against Lebanon to drive back Hezbollah and allow return of around 60,000 Israelis to the north. Israel's simultaneous fights with Hamas in Palestinian territories, Houthis in Yemen, and the Hezbollah in the north at the Lebanese border all indicate a high probability of conflict escalation at the regional level. The US has been invested in the Israel-Hamas crisis since the beginning. With presidential elections approaching fast, the superpower may reconsider its position. It is clear that Israel realizes the real possibility of change in US support in case Kamala Harris becomes the next president. Bureau Report, India Today Global.